Hey guys, Steve here. In this submission, I'm going to show off all the 10s that I've received from the last like 4 or 5 submissions. I've already kind of broken them all down and I've just worked through them and listed them and sorted them and done heaps of work on them. But I just wanted to show off all these 10s really quick because I think they're quite cool and I'm really proud of myself for getting the 10s. I think you never really got to lose sight of that. Whenever you get like a good deal or you purchase something or something you did worked out, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't have to be card related, it can be life related, it can be literally anything. Whenever something works out for you, it's always good to feel good about it, tell some people you know, and then move on to the next thing. So that's what I'm doing here. And also, as always, all these cards are available to buy on my website, PokemonSteve.com. So we've got the Latios, Leafeon Black and White promo. These things are so hard to get 10s on. I'm so happy to get this one. Oh, Mew Shining Darkness. Now, I've already seen these cards. Obviously, I've scanned them and I've actually listed some of them. But it's still awesome to see. Again, on the video, show them off. Oh, the hairs on this card, they show up so easily. Got the bunch of reverse holos. I mean, these are just near impossible to get. This is like, it's almost like, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain how good it feels to get some really hard to find cards in a really good grade. I think you just have to do your own submissions and really feel it. And I think you probably get the same feelings if you are a buyer of cards. You don't really grade that much. You know, for when you buy a graded card, you know, you get like you buy a 10 or something like that, or you buy a 9 and you get it in person, and you're just like, wow, that looks absolutely flawless. Like it's just always a great feeling. So the Dodrio, Matang reverses. Now this stack is just a bunch of reverses, nothing too crazy. You know, these packs are running like $400, $500 each these days, so maybe a little bit less for like a Hard Gold and Soul Silver, but Reviving Legends and Lost Link and Clash at the Summon, you know, they're all like kind of just really crazy. We've got that Seadra and the Kingdra. Look at that artwork. Amazing. You know, reverses for the longest time didn't really get the respect they deserve, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I've always liked the reverse cards, like ever since maybe Shiny GX, when they first did like these crazy shadow foil reverses. Now before then, obviously back in the day, you got like Legendary Collection and you got like the English EX reverses. They're awesome, but you know, I only really started fully getting into collecting like 2016, 2017. So towards the end, when like Shiny GX came out, was when I was like, man, these reverses are really cool. So I've been trying to go back into like the older sets and pick up reverses when I could. We got Slugma. This Flareon is beautiful. Really, really nice. Sneasel. Vileplume. Bronzor. Oh, Cubone. Crobat. I mean, yeah, it's I'm not going to do a video like this all the time where I just show my 10s. I will show some fails at the end if you want to see some of my poor decisions. PSA 4 right there. But right now we're just going to focus on some of the good stuff. Look at this. Looks so nice. These don't even like kind of look reverse until you like shine a light on them. But yeah, they're awesome. Oh, Arceus Holo. Wow. So after this, I'm having a pretty good day. I'm going to record my Ask Steve. So, what? Did I not say that correctly? Ask Steve. Now I have a lot of fun with those. You know, it feels really great to get them. You get a whole bunch of like really nice questions. You get to, you know, it's kind of just like a weekly discourse with some people. If you have any insights on how you want me to do them or how you like I can make them better, like I would love to do them weekly, but I don't feel like I'm big enough to get enough questions to make it worth doing weekly. So like obviously 2-3 weeks, but you know, I make the video usually. This Eevee BWP card, I honestly think for like, this is like a must-have. No joke. This has to be like a must-have for some people. You don't have to get it in a 10 because it's really expensive. But I think just like the card itself, this is such an amazing card. Even all like the Eevee sets. Oh, another reverse. But like I was saying with the Ask Steve, I want to do them weekly, but I don't feel like I'll get enough questions to make it, you know, warranted. I don't just want to pump the videos out just for the sake of having videos, but oh, Dusknoir. Giratina half deck. Awesome. Ooh, level X, right you. Let's go. It's so nice. Wow, that looks beautiful. But yeah, I mean, if it is a thing, people want to get them weekly. If they think that like I have a issue. Some people might like not want to ask a question because obviously I'm just going to answer it like 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. I was planning on doing them monthly at the very start, but then I got like 60 questions on the first one, and I was like, okay, I can't stand here for like 2.5 hours because the first questions will get really good answers, and then as I go on, obviously as a human, I'll get less not interested, but I'll get like they'll just give worse answers as we go on. So, but I want to do them every 2 weeks at a minimum, and but maybe eventually we do them every week because it might be the best thing I can do to actively help people that have questions regarding not just Pokemon. It's not just Pokemon. Remember, I don't want to say it all the time. This Battle Festa picture is so nice, by the way. I don't want to like constantly say it or even say it. It sounds like a flex, but I am one of the biggest like eBay sellers individually, just like a guy by himself doing it, buying and selling from home, working full time. I am one of the biggest. Once you exclude all the big companies and all the people that do consignments and everything like that, I am up there with like sales figures and volume and all these other things. And also, it's not just about sales. Like obviously, like the main reason why I do sell so much, let's be honest, is because I do spend the most. I spend more than most people, so I get a lot more sales. So that's obviously not very fair if you don't spend as much as I do and I sell more. I can't say like, I'm bigger or better, but that whole OEX is really good, by the way. Arceus, Abbott of Arceus, look at it, beautiful. But you gotta remember, I've been doing this for a long time, and I have made every mistake you could possibly think of. And just ask the questions. Just be like, I can't think of them to give you, obviously, but like just things that are more outside the box of like, what do you think of this victory medal? It's a good question because I do love the victory medals. I've been buying them for a long time. Always pretty good. Not as much demand as like other popular things, and it's not really good to ask questions like, what do I think of like certain cards? Because there's so many good questions that you could ask, and it's very hard to think of those good questions, but they are in the back of our minds. They're definitely in the back of our minds, and it is embarrassing. Don't get me wrong. To put yourself out there, it's very embarrassing, even to comment on the YouTube, because a lot of people, we don't have like these hidden YouTube channels where like our fake names and everything like that. Houndoom and Pikachu Spring Battle. This Houndoom is really nice. I think I have one of these already. This Spring Battle DP Pikachu is really cool. But yeah, I understand it is very like daunting to go out there and put yourself out there. Trust me, I'm still trying to get used to it, but we can work together. You put yourself out there, I'll help you out. We put each other out there. I mean, that's just all it really is. You ask the questions, I get to benefit from it because I get to make the video and I get to answer it, and hopefully from you asking the question, it helps you out. And then what happens next? What do I always talk about? It helps someone else out. How good is that? So even if there's something you struggled with previously, Kabutops, this Mewtwo is really nice, but this Kabutops is way better. Wow, that's nice. Even if you have a question that you already know the answer to, or you just don't really feel like you care what I have to say, but you might think that it might help someone else out. Someone that's newer, someone that's less experienced. That's the main thing. We're trying to just like, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to just help everyone as much as possible. And that isn't just like, give people the keys to the car and give people like all the information that they could ever be to be successful and all the lucky dice rolls and all this other stuff, because that stuff doesn't exist. But we're trying to teach people and help people. Doesn't matter what level they're at, how to be a little bit better every day. And that's like the most important thing. And if you have little tips or tricks or things that help you out, it would be almost to the point of being nearly selfish for not wanting to like put yourself out there to help other people. So that's all I'm saying. So participate in the Ask Steve. Ask me some hard-hitting questions. Let's see if I can even answer them at the end of the day. And let's try to gradually get better at everything together. So these two cards are absolutely insane. Got the Umbreon Black and White and the Espeon Black and White. I mean, can't really ask for much more. This Umbreon, I looked on eBay. The cheapest one was like $2,900 US or $2,800 US, something like that. And I was like, what? So I know they've been going up a bit recently, and I know like they've been harder to get and really hard to find, and a lot of people want the set, but $2,800, that is just. Woo. So yeah, I'm gonna list mine pretty high. Try and match the other sellers. I don't really like the idea of like mega undercutting people that have the items listed, because I don't really need to sell a lot of items, so a lot of my prices are higher than most people. But then they sell a few months later once like everyone else is selling, and I'm the lowest price suddenly. But yeah, that is a very desirable Umbreon, and whatever price it will land at, I think that's a good thing for that card, because it is very hard to find. And yeah, whatever. Pokemon prices lately are just crazy, to be honest. I mean, this Frostlass is so nice. I've never graded one of those yet. Entry pack info names. Oh, 10-minute time. Oh, it's my favorite time. 10-minute. All right. Don't buy Hippowden level X and greater because it's probably not worth it. But buy more cards like this, Pikachu promos, stuff like that. You know, it's all about volume game when it comes to buying and selling. You know, if you just mainly want to buy and sell, it's really good if you learn to become interested in things that are also popular, so you can use that to your advantage to kind of buy and sell and understand why those things are popular. But it's Bagon shiny, like it's just like it's Bagon shiny. It is really hard to find in gem mint condition, and it also is not that easy to sell unless you just auction it. It's not a very fast seller, but like stuff like Pikachu promo, this one exactly might be a little bit harder to find in mint condition these days, but there are newer Pikachu promos that just sell way faster and a little bit easier to get higher grades, a little bit easier just to sell in general. It doesn't even have to be great. You can be selling it raw. But this Zekrom, I love this texture. I think I got one of these the other day, but now I have two of them. I think I listed both of them. That might have been a silly move. Oh, Dalga EX. I might have got this one the other day too, but I'm not sure. Another Psyduck, Keldeo Battle Strength deck. Darkrai, Giratina EX. This is like... See, the thing is, I did this video with all the 10s together because this mission, this came in, I got 110 and like 35 9s. Or whatever, 35 9s or lower. I wasn't really wanted to show all that off because I just wanted to show all the good stuff. So I just combined a bunch of submissions. This card was in that submission. This is going to be a long video now too. I'm going to show everything. We've got the Slowpoke Domino's Pizza. I think this one... Is this sequential? Yeah, there we go. Slow King Domino's Pizza and Slowpoke Domino's Pizza. Really nice. Got a Cargo, Reviving Legends. Fortress, Gracilia, Leafeon. We went deep on the... This is a really good one. He's like shooting into the camera. That's nice. That's a nice Blaziken. Heart Gold Knockdown. Ooh, Giratina Stormfront. That is really good. That's a rare one. Gliscor, Manectric, Sceptile. Always a pretty popular Pokemon. Pretty good sell. I don't mind a Sceptile. I think I've run into a few Sceptile collectors lately. A Zelf, Dialga, and we got Scizor. This one's probably one of the most expensive holo cards in all of Pokemon. Just like a base holo from a pack. Not including, probably like post 2002, where they started introducing ultra rares. This is probably one of the most expensive non-ultra rare cards ever. So now you guys want to see some fails. All right, let's... Now, I would never call them fails because we can learn from it, but let's see what I did wrong with this Bandit Ring Gyarados. Oh, it's taking me a while. Oh, it looks like... Oh, that's actually really subtle. You see that there? Just going across. You can see the little indent there. Wow, that's so hard to see. Can't see that on the front either. Wow. Maybe a little bit. That is crazy. How do they pick that? A 4? There's like... Visually, there's nothing wrong with this card. It's just... Tiny... Like, I feel like Ben's increases just a little bit overblown. We've got the Lost Link Mew 7. It's not really a fail because the card is like not that great condition, but is what it is. Tornadoes. Black Complexion. Okay. I'm trying here. I'm trying to find the fault. I'm trying to find the fault in our stars. Alright, what are we looking for? This is kind of hard. I didn't turn my lights off for this. I just... Oh, there's a little indent like right there above the Pokeball. Yeah. I didn't turn my like room lights off for this, so it's kind of just a little bit hard to see it with two lights just really conflicting with each other. Yeah, I guess this card is not a 7, but like I said, these cards are incredibly hard to grade because of this stuff. So sad too. Otherwise, this card's in like a really, really good condition, unless there's like some sort of little dent I can't see. But I usually find them quite fast. Okay, can't see that. Same thing here with the Moltres. Incredible condition. I mean, a tiny bit of edge down the bottom. I've seen many PSA 9s with something similar, but unlucky. These are all damaged. See, that's why I don't understand. Like, look at this. If you can see the back, I'm not sure if you can with the double lights, but obviously, I think you can see that. Look at the back difference between those two. I mean, This one's all scratched up and beat. It even has like dirt on the next to the P. And this one is like flawless. You know, no anything. Just like a little bit on the corner there. Maybe this top left corner, but like, how is this top left corner equivalent? So this is the kind of card that maybe you put aside and you try to go for a little bit of regrade because, you know, they might have got it wrong the first time. You know, it's perfectly human, but this card isn't even a 7 either. This is just absolutely just bleh. All the lottery campaign cards I have, they're all played. I mean, oh my god, these are terrible. I graded these just to sell in any grade, but I feel bad grading these. I mean, they're beat up on the corner. They're not 7s. The surfaces are kind of clean. Shiny Rayquaza, better than the other ones, definitely, but you know, it just feels bad to sell these cards now because they're just... Oh, so this is the Vaporeon. This is kind of sad because these cards came in like a big Eevee collection binder. And they were put into a 9-pocket file. And they didn't put the 9-pocket file in the binder. They put it on the front of the binder and then like put a plastic covering over the binder with the file. And then they put that on like a hook. So anytime something puts something on top of the binder or like, you can just cause dents on the cards. And it makes no sense. If they just put the cards in the binder, they would be in so much better condition. So we've got the Virizion 7. Big time. Probably a dent or something somewhere. Yeah, just a little ding there. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, there we go. Same as the Ho-Oh and... Oh, sorry, the Zapdos. This one maybe has a little bit more scratches, but I can't see anything structurally wrong. Same sort of thing with the edge from the bottom. Oh, Dragon Blade Ho-Oh. Yeah, this one's just got a really big binder dent too, right in the same place with all of them. Oh, another Rayquaza lottery. Those cards are destroyed. It's not really a fail, not gonna lie. It's normal. Deoxys Legendary Campaign, another one. Surprised to see those cards get 6s. I was expecting like 1 to 2s, but yeah, this one has a dent right at the top here. So this is the other Eevees in my little Eevee binder that I just submitted all of them because I'd rather just sell this card as a 6 than as like a damaged near mint looking one because no one would ever be happy with that. They're always going to buy it and be sad. So we've got a Milotic. This one's quite sad, to be honest. It might be because something's peeling off on the bottom there, but it might just be a PSA square, to be honest. I don't really know. Yeah, I think it is. It's not on the card. What's wrong with this then? Can't see any. I mean, the same issues. Oh, it's like peeling at the bottom. Oh, that's so ugly. That wasn't like that when I sent that, though. Ay. Maybe PSA did that to me. Maybe. I'll have to go back. I did record the binder where I bought this. These shiny cards graded really poorly from that binder. That might be like an absolute lost purchase, to be honest. Wow, that's like thousands of dollars just gone. Oh well. It is what it is. Celebration Fanfare. Not sure why this got an 8. I think it might be like a centering, which is really stupid to be honest, but that's just how it is. Some reverse foil 8s, and now it's got some Victory Medal 8s. Articuno from the set. Oh, same sort of ideas. It's just destroyed, lost like Mew and an 8. Really nice card, but this one's just a little bit on the played side. That's why it's kind of frustrating. Like this, I would put played on like my eBay. Like if I saw this as a single, this would be played. But if you grade it, you just get an 8 because like the 7 to 9 conditions are really random a lot of the time. The 10 is like the only one where it's like truly. You get like a 9 or a 10 most of the time when you buy a 10. But if you buy like an 8 or a 7, it's so random. And that's good. You can use that to your advantage because not all 8s are the same. You can. This one's should be cheaper than another 8 that's like really clean with like a bit of edge wear. Ponyta 8. Wow, whoever graded these. Not happy. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of a... There's a dent right there. Right at the top there. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe. It sucks to be on the receiving end of like... You might think they're a little bit harsh, but a lot of the times it's just how it is. This Swabbler is pretty clean though. Maybe I'll chuck this in the try again pile because I don't see anything wrong with it. So with a card like this, the difference is this is like $80, 80 to 100 maybe. I'm probably gonna list it a bit higher because they're so hard to find, and I love the shiny cards. I'll keep it forever if I really don't, if I have to. But you regrade this and you get a 10, it gets to like, I don't know, $500, something like that. Same with the Yanma. And, you know, an 8 to a 10 isn't unheard of. I've done it many times. I know many people have done it many times. Sometimes one grader thinks it's an 8, another grader thinks it's a 10. I think that's when your expertise should come in to sort of, you know, weather the storm and understand those things. I don't think it's a bad or good thing. I think it's relatively inconsistently consistent, but overall, I'm going to deal with the cards I was dealt. And there's some PSA 9s, but oh, look at the swirl in that Turkey case. They're all just normal, you know, some reverses. Diamond and Pearl Hollows, nothing too crazy. Got a 9. Oh, we got a Dark Ray Cresselia, the legend. Oh, that's clean. Oh, we got a Reshiram 9? Oh, that's actually a really good card. This is like $1,000. I think. A bunch more 9s. You know how it is. You can just look through them as I fire through them. Pretty sad to get another hollow 9 of this Psyduck. I did just sell one the other day for like $300. Oh, yeah. That's fair. It's not sad at all. It's completely deserved. It's got a little bit of a lip in the corner. Perfectly fine. Same with this Magikarp. It's probably something else similar. But here's what it is. I'm just going to go through these 9s and then probably call it a day. I think that's fine. Probably call it there, actually. Nah, we'll show the last 9. There's only a few cards. We've got a 9 Lugia EX Golden Sky. Wow. And a 9 Lotad. Oh, this Lugia. Maybe 9 material. I would probably put this more as an 8. It's got some pretty bad edge to be honest. But, you know, sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's not always misgrades badly downwards. Sometimes you get something that's probably shouldn't be. But that's fine. That's just how it works. The gold rank Holo LP Pikachu. Wow. Never had one of these before. Don't know what's too bad about this. I might have to scan this one. Just have it. Sometimes I scan the cards on like my Epson scanner. I use a V370 and I just get some high resolution images and I go through the corners and stuff on the scanner to make sure I'm not missing anything, but this one might have a chance for a higher grade. So we got some level X's, some victory medals, Yokohama's Pikachu. Pretty clean, some modern cards, don't really know why. I'm sure there's something somewhere on the surface. The surface is really easy to scratch. This one hurts, Zoroark Psycho Drive. But, you know, you got a bit of edge over the top there. Not that I think that shouldn't be a 10, but that's probably why. Bit of edge wear around the place. Then we got some level X 9s. You know, another Shinx. I only got 110 out of all those shinies that I bought in that binder, so that actually might not work out at all. But Gengar level X, this one's like just so bad. Oh, so this is Gengar Prime. It's a 9. Great card, awesome card. Looks sweet in the light. Like the eyes are hollow and everything, but it's not 9 condition, and when I sell that, the person's gonna be very unhappy. So that's something that I'm just gonna have to deal with. But the Shinx down. These cards are so soft; they get damaged so easily. Let me see where this is. See it right there? That little beep, little dent. Last 2 cards, small victory medal. So it's not all 10s, not all sunshines and rainbows, but could be worse. You know, we're still alive, we're still breathing. That's pretty important. Got to put everything into perspective. But hope you're having a great day. Participate in my Ask Steves and stuff like that. That's all I can really ask for. I just want to help people out. I want you guys to have the same mindset of just like, if you're this far into the video, 24 minutes, you know, it's usually like the same like 50 to 100 people. And I really do appreciate every time you guys comment, every time you guys say the silly things. Like, let's put Typhlosion at the end of this video. If you really did make it to the end. And, you know, ask them questions in the Ask Steves that you think will benefit other people. And it doesn't really have much to do with Pokemon cards in general, but maybe just like life or selling or time management or stuff like that, you know. Let's all kind of grow together. And And if you think you have a really good topic for a video and you want me to like break it down using like my whiteboard, because I think that's really good for me to break things down using a whiteboard, I'm comfortable with that. That's really, I wouldn't mind doing that. So just comment if you want a video. Send me a message on Instagram, always available. And overall, we're almost at 30 minutes, so I'll stop wasting your time, and I'll see you next time.